Hi everyone. Christmas is fast approaching. One of the things that I love about Christmas is having some time to rest. Even in a coronavirus world, one thing that can't be taken away from us is the opportunity for a little extra rest at Christmas time. Whether you've got a whole fortnight off or just a couple of bank holidays to look forward to, we all appreciate the chance to kick back and relax at Christmas. To down tools for a day or two, whether to have a lie-in or to lounge around in front of the TV or to go on a nice walk. Rest like this is a gift from God and it does us good. But if you're anything like me, the temptation over any holiday period is also to put my faith to rest for a few days. To take, if it were actually possible, time off from God. Time off from listening to him in his word and time off from celebrating his goodness. Sometimes we might do it intentionally. More often, I think it happens without thinking. Now, of course, switching everything else into neutral sometimes is wise and good. But switching the life of faith into neutral and hoping that our faith will just coast through Christmas is not wise or good. One of the most repeated exhortations in the letter to the Hebrews is essentially this: don't coast in your faith. The life of faith is a lot like driving a car up a hill. If you switch into neutral, if you try to coast, you quickly start rolling backwards. You become sluggish, and not just because you've eaten too many Christmas pork pies. In Hebrews chapter 6, verses 11 and 12, the writer expresses his heart for his readers like this, and this is God's heart for us as well. We desire each one of you to show the same earnestness, to have the full assurance of hope until the end, so that you may not be sluggish, but imitators of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises. So how do we respond? Well, December is fast approaching, and although we're busy right now, there is hopefully for all of us some period of rest in sight. How can we make the most of our time this Christmas? Besides making sure we do take some time off from our labours and that we do enjoy an extra pork pie or two, or whatever your vegetarian alternative is to a good pork pie. Well, paradoxically, the greatest rest for our bodies and souls this Christmas will be found in keeping our foot on the gas pedal of our faith, exposing ourselves to the life-giving, faith-strengthening Word of God day by day, and looking for ways to celebrate his goodness to us. What does this mean in practice? Well, I know it's not very revolutionary to say it, but one of the single best things we can do is to make a plan for spending time with God in his word each day. Or perhaps even to reignite the habit again this December if we've fallen out of doing it daily by this point in the year. By God's grace, Advent can be the fresh stimulus that we need to get back into this soul-strengthening habit each day of walking with God in his word. So whether you choose to follow the Isaiah reading plan or to pick up one of the Christmas devotionals that Nathan recommended in a video a couple of weeks ago, or to do something else entirely, make a plan and begin December as you mean to go on. Begin it as you'd like to end it, resting and recharging your soul each day in the life-giving word of God. As it says in Isaiah 40, verses 29 to 31, the Lord gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases strength. Even youths shall faint and be weary, and young men shall fall exhausted. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Let's look to the Lord, not away from him, to rest and renew our strength once again this Christmas.